Hi, Assalamualaikum and good day everyone. I am Azlina from UPM. I am going to share with you our research output so far on the performance of various types of biocomposite materials used as filter media on the green stormwater infrastructure, or the GSI. So this is a collaborative work between civil engineering department and also the Department of Architecture UPM. And today I am going to start with the brief on the problems that lead us to do the research on in this area. Okay, well, we know that the increase in stormwater runoff becomes the source of water pollution, as the stormwater transports large quantities of contaminants to receiving waters. The pavement runoff, for instance, contains a mass of pollutants and has been recognized as a significant contributor to the deterioration of receiving water bodies. The increment of soil imperviousness had led to the increase of stormwater volume as well. This stormwater with particles will be washed out and directly enters the water bodies. The excessive of sediments that build up in the drain also reduce its storage capacity and leads to the ponding and the worst flooding in certain areas. And this phenomenon, roadway deposition, gave impact to the drainage system and our water quality. So, pollution from streets and roof carried by stormwater was the major contributor in surface water pollution, where about 46% of surface water pollution is attributed to the urban runoff and generally associated with the non-point source pollution. The types and concentration of the pollutant differs depending on the location and also the season, which finally found to give impact to the drainage system and the water quality. Thus, it can be concluded that the more developed the country is, the poorer the water quality they have. So about the storm drain, it is an infrastructure designed to drain excess rain and groundwater from and surface water from impervious surfaces such as paved streets, car parks, sidewalks, and etc. However, sometimes these roadways serve as depositories for vehicular wear. Road deposited sediments such as sands, loose gravels, muds, or tars from vehicles accumulated on the roadway system between the periods of precipitation. And often storm drains cannot manage the quantity of rain during the heavy storm event and finally cause street flooding. A variety of filtration systems have been developed and proved to be useful for elevating the pavement runoff pollution. These systems mainly include filtration facilities which requires large areas and thus restrict the application and implementation. There were studies mentioned that filtration system for parking lots has been developed and showed effective result for treating the polluted urban road runoff. So this gives us an idea, encourage us to come up with a new system, and from there, a modular integrated storage break for urban drainage system is proposed as a potential GSI system in order to improve the drainage system in urban area. Since a system that equipped with layered filter media can reduce the pollution by absorption. Therefore, selecting and configuring the filter media are essential issues for runoff treatment system. Hence, the main objective in this study is to evaluate the performance of the design brick and to determine the effectiveness of the biocomposite materials embedded in the design brick as filter media in order to improve the quality of the runoff before it's enter the drainage system. And this study is also to promote sustainability in urban drainage system by imposing various sustainable waste materials. Now we move to the biocomposite material as a filter media. A filter media is anything that is placed in a filter and may change the quality of water flowing through it. With the variety of media available, specific types can be chosen to create the optimum environment. In in our case, we propose 4 double biocomposite materials, which are type of coconut coir, rice husk, rice straw fiber, and also soybean hull. And all those non-wood media will wash with tap water, rinse thoroughly, and then dried. And another type of materials, waste material used was sawdust. It was first dried and compacted before being embedded in the brick opening. So this slide shows different types of biocomposite materials used in our study. And now we are going to look into the green stormwater infrastructure or GSI system. So this slide shows the proposed design of the GSI. The proposed model is a kind of integrated model where the mortar brick is designed to have an inner opening acting as storage to elongate the surface runoff time. It is also expected that the inner storage design in the system could prevent the bonding condition, while at the same time the contaminated water or contaminated flow will be filtrated by the embedded biocomposite materials before entering the water bodies. A single integrated GSI brick is designed to have 200 by 75 centimeter in length and width, with the opening section measured as 30 by 30 centimeter. The thickness of the brick is about 80 millimeter. And this opening section is to be filled with the biocomposite materials and to reduce its individual weight. Brick is casting in half for easy handling, with the average weight recorded was about 1.85 kilogram. So what we have here now is the experimental setup. The experiments were conducted on an integrated GSI brick with various types of biocomposite materials. This slide shows the filtration test equipment constructed and used in the study. This equipment mainly consists of 3 parts. The first is the tank. Second is a pump and rainfall simulator, and another part is the bench measured 2 by 1 meter in length and width. This is the area where all the bricks are placed in arrange place to represent the pavement and filtration system. So As shown in this slide, about 106 bricks were casted using the steam mold, and those bricks were then arranged in the bench. The rainfall simulated tanks was earlier filled up with the collected pavement runoff. A pump was equipped with a flow meter to control the discharge. The pavement runoff was collected and tested for its quality and then compared to the effluent that has been filtered by the biocomposite material which has been embedded in the proposed integrated GSI. And the rainwater quality results obtained by conducting the pH test, the biochemical oxygen demand, the total suspended solid, the chemical oxygen demand, and also the total suspended solid. The result from collected rainwater that was directly tested for its quality taken as reference or the benchmark result, and then it was compared with the quality of rainwater filtered by the five biocomposite materials that has been proposed in the embedded integrated GSI brick. What we have here is the result on the water quality. So it shows the water quality result for five biocomposite materials. So based on this table, rainwater filtered through materials gave lower readings in most tested parameters than the benchmark sample. There are significant differences in all parameters tested except for turbidity and the pH. So the results then presented in bar chart here indicates that those materials are capable and performing well in filtering the rainwater. A huge reduction on total suspended solid and total reserve solid of filtered rainwater compared to the non-filtered rainwater. For the turbidity, the benchmark was 1.96 NTU, while the rainwater filtered by the rice husk and coconut fiber recorded about 2.11 and 2.95 respectively. So this may be due to the dusty biocomposite materials contributed to the increase in turbidity reading. In terms of the water quality, the biocomposite materials are efficient in retaining the solid residue in the rainwater. The implementation of both rice husk and the coconut coir, however, reduced the reading to 40%. The standard water quality for total suspended solid parameter is about 25 milligram per liter, and it was recorded by from the test conducted, the total suspended solid recorded for the benchmark sample was 20 milligram per liter, while the one for the rice husk and also the coconut coir, it has reduced the TSS to 5 milligram per liter. And both materials were found better in retaining about 75% of suspended solid in the rainwater sample. And based on the result obtained from the laboratory works or experiment that has been done, it shows that the proposed integrated GSI with the use of coconut coir embedded in the opening section is efficient in improving the quality of rainwater. In terms of water storing performance, the rice husk embedded was able to store additional 3% of water, while the coconut coir retain water lesser than the system, retain water lesser. And this may be due to the characteristic of the coconut coir, which is slow in absorbing water. So in the second and the third run, the storage capacity increased to 8% and 6% for both rice husk and coconut coir respectively. In terms of the types of media used, it shows that the rice husk and the coconut coir materials can also be used in preliminary stage of water treatment, in which the biocomposite materials were capable to act as runoff filtering system. The acidic runoff was found to turn into alkaline after being filtered by these two types of materials. The sudden increment in pH might be influenced by the material itself, and both rice husk and coconut fiber materials were able to reduce the TDS by 43% and TSS up to 75%, where for the biochemical oxygen demand, it was reduced by 53 and 33% for both rice husk and coconut fiber. So from the result obtained, the biocomposite materials such as rice husk and the coconut fiber were found capable in improving the rainwater quality. From there, it can be concluded that the research objective generally have been achieved, where the proposed biocomposite material, especially the coconut coir, embedded in the GSI, was able to improve the rainwater quality before entering the water bodies. However, it is suggested that this research to be extended with the use of various types of biocomposite material, for example, the RUNOFF, the sugarcane husk, petal husk, in order to study their performance in storing and filtering the runoff. So I end up with this. I end up this sharing session with special acknowledgement to UPM for financial support, and I also would like to thank everyone involved in this project, especially those from the Department of Civil Engineering for assisting in all the um, laboratory works and also the data collection. And I think that is all for now, and thank you for everyone for your time on this sharing sessions. And any question related, please feel free to email me at a_Azlina@upm.edu.my.